between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he is knocked down from the side near the 34-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Parker, and hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Parker, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a first down throw. Luck. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chris Wormley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Play clock winding down. To throw is Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third and long, it's Locke. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green.
On the counter, it's Miller. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Parker. The 20. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throwing football.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Miller. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That good for 22 and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. And he's got Rome. that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Brad Nortman now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They'll run it again with Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll drop the throw. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Miller. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Two runs, 2 one-yard losses. This is 3rd and goal from the 3.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
back to the line of scrimmage. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Back to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just beating the play clock is locked. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 96 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
He'll look to throw. An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. So it'll be first down here after the run. And he's got some space here. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Parker, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, They're not giving up anything to him.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Henry Anderson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll look to throw here. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Parker, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, here's Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll try the left side. Parker, and some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. keep it on the ground. Parker. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down. On first down, Parker. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second and goal to go now. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now a handoff looking right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 3rd down, Miller. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Lamar Miller stops short of the sticks. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run on 1st down. Parker. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Long. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from the 5. Now a give right side. Parker, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Fighting him off. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. Back to the shot, Philly. Here we go. Now let's go.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, Parker. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. They'll run on first down. Parker, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first down, Parker. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing now, Luck. Throw left side complete. It's Dawson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So they're operating in the red zone. On first and 10, Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. McCaffrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to lead.